Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus Tarot. This is going to be a divine feminine, divine masculine check-in, just to see what's going on with the connection. So keep in mind that even if you feel someone is a divine connection, that does not excuse toxic behavior, and you can walk away from those situations. So we're not using these connections as a way to justify toxic relationships. Let's take a look at what's going on. So we have the Four of Cups reversed. Before I even started this reading, what I was getting and the message that I was getting was that there isn't a whole lot happening in the physical realm, if you will. Like, each person, the divine masculine and divine feminine, isn't really doing anything. And here I'm seeing like kind of an emotional standstill. There's a disconnection, even emotionally, and the cup of, or like the energy of self-love is suspended in both the masculine and the feminine. And there's like, it's like they don't have access to each other's feelings. So if you are in a connected space, this reading is probably not for you. But if this is resonating, you'll know. Okay, let's see what else. Page of Swords. Yeah, there's no real communication, and I'm actually getting that they're not even looking at each other's like social media. Okay, so there's a big process of transformation happening within the shared space at this time. So there's no communication in the shared space. There isn't really a feeling of emotional connectedness. There is transformation. There's something's brewing in the shared space. Okay. And so someone's got to come forward with a truth. And this is something that's been withheld for quite some time. And it's in this revealing the truth that all of this energy comes back into play, or all of this connection comes back into play. Whatever has been withheld, it's a truth, it's communication. Yeah, there is no connection without this truth coming forward. And this is the feminine. Page of Cups. She's not offering any love at this time. What else? Yeah, I'm getting, and Mercury retrograde, like all this reversed energy checks out. It's all reversed. I'm going to do a good shuffle here, just to make sure. It's like the feminine isn't even... I'm almost feeling like she's trying not to think about him, about the masculine. She's moving in a different direction. What's going on with him? Okay, so the masculine has a lot of vital energy right now, actually. He's very driven. He's got, he's in his strength. He's in his power. Right. But he still doesn't have clarity. So he's driven. He wants to get somewhere. He wants to do something. He's inspired, but he doesn't know where to direct it yet. Right, because he's in the Hangman energy. Something has to shift, a shift in perspective. I'm getting the same energy from the Hangman that I am from the Ace of Swords, that there's information that he does not yet have. What is this information? Knowledge of, this is what was in the shared space. Knowledge of love, knowledge of self-love. He doesn't, look at the aces. He's in a new beginning. So this transformation that's happening here is reflected here in the masculine energy. What's going on with the feminine over here? Why is she not present in any of this? It feels like the shared space is like the masculine. Knight of Rods. Yeah, she's just not communicating with the shared space. She's not in it. She's not feeling it. She's not interacting with it. It's just not there. There's not like a bridge. And we have Lovers at the bottom of the deck. This cannot happen. And the Three of Cups reversed. This cannot happen without this truth coming out. What is this truth? What's this truth? Okay, so this truth is that someone felt that there was a foundation that was being built, and then it broke apart, or someone didn't understand what someone else was doing. Libra, Gemini, there's so many swords here. There's too much thinking. So much thinking that it's all reversed. It's turned everything sour here. And what's needed is this self-love. So someone walked away, or they parted ways because, yeah, they felt the masculine felt that the feminine was tending to his wounds, and he went to tend to his own wounds. But the truth, what is this truth? The truth is that he's still in this, in like feeling sorry for himself, or feeling protective of himself. Yeah, like he doesn't see a way forward. The feminine, she can stay, you know, if you're the feminine, stay in your resting energy. There isn't really anything that you can do at this time. I am filming this during a Mercury retrograde, which means that, you know, this time of suspension and sort of working things out and observing things that tracks, you know, there's, you know, stay in this peaceful space. You don't need to communicate. You don't need to, just because you're not in this energy, you're not informing the shared space, doesn't mean you need to jump into the shared space. If you are feeling, you know, sort of, if it's not a peaceful rest, if it's a disruptive rest, maybe looking at the way that you are communicating your feelings, looking at the way you're communicating your passion, or what you're afraid of. So maybe you're blocking out your thoughts. regarding either the masculine or love in general. And so taking a look at, you know, what's happening there. And the masculine, you know, I'm going to address the masculine if you're the one that's watching. You've got to come out of this isolation and see this cup, see what's being offered to you. You're guided in this direction. Yeah. Hold on. With these cards turned upright, what an incredible energy and reading. The sun illuminating everything, giving this drive to this passion, these ideas, this love, this new beginning. It feels like the masculine is ashamed of himself or doesn't know how to balance himself. And so, yeah, so finding that balance, finding a way of juggling both, you know, your drive, your passion, your ambition, and your love. Believing that you can have all of them at once. So there's like this feeling of like, almost like you can't be successful in your work or whatever if you're in love. And this is the transformation that's happening in the masculine. This is really mostly about the masculine doing work. The feminine's over here sort of chilling in this space and I'm not really getting like a whole lot from her. Like it's mostly just, she's over here. He's sending all of this into the shared space, but she's not accessing it. She's not really tapping into it. She's not communicating with it. There's, you know, the communication is at a standstill. But he's sending it into the shared space because it's the remembrance of her and the way that she helped him and guided him that is informing this transformation and this change. So I'm going to leave it there. That's what I have for you. Please give a like, a comment, and let me know if this resonates for you. And we'll see you soon.